This video is a bit different from the way I've done things before. Maybe it's the mood or the way this trip turned out. Either way, I just wanted to take you along, not just for the drive, but for what happened in between.
Alright, we started the car around 7 am in the morning.
The city was already alive, a mix of early office traffic and those busy shops opening up. It was a bit tight to drive in, but the 700 felt calm. As I left the city, things slowly opened up. You know that feeling when trees started lining in the road and the mountains show up far behind them. That's when the road starts speaking. And this car, it cruises well.
Mahindra has done a great job by refining the 2.2 liter M-Walk diesel engine. So that is why the same engines used in the most of the Mahindra's DNA cars, like the Thor Rocks, the Scorpio N, and much more diesel engines. Even though the engine is same, the tuning is different for every other cars. Like for Thor Rocks, it has less power. The most powerful engine you can get with this 2.2 liter diesel is with this XUV700. To complement the engine, this comes with 3 drive modes: Zip, Zap, and Zoom. I'm spotting a Thor Rocks in here. That car also uses the same 2.2 liter M-Walk engine. So coming back to this car, the Zip Zap Zoom complements the Zip for the most economic drive, the Zap for the normal city use, and the Zoom is for the sports mode. Kind of sports mode. But apart from that, you can customize a custom mode where you can customize the steering for Zip and the engine for Zap, like that for your preference. That makes this car so much fun to drive. I'm currently driving this car in a Zip mode, which is a fuel efficient mode, but even though in Zip mode, this car is so punchier. I usually review the cars on this Technon Place or drive to 2 to 3 kilometers and all, and I shoot with it. But I want to experience the car more. To experience this XUV700 in the guard section of Ooty and to explore some hidden places in and around Ooty. And the sad thing here is, I don't know whether we are gonna make it to Ooty or not. Since the police officers informed us Ooty is in red alert today. So no tourists or no locals allowed to climb Ooty today. Let's hope for the best.
I also tried something new, clicked a lot of pictures while the car was parked in places I didn't plan for. It felt like the car and the camera both led the way. As I reached Mettupalayam, people on the road told me not to head up. They said it's a red alert day. Rains are hitting hard in Ooty. But I thought maybe I'll just go till where I can. And I did. I kept climbing up, taking each hairpin bend slowly. By the time I reached the 4th hairpin bend, the police stopped me.
Unfortunately, you are not allowed to go up after this place, after the 4th hairpin bend. Since I already told you guys, this is the red alert for the Ooty today. So, no tourist is allowed after this place.
So, I turned the car around and yeah, maybe this wasn't going to be an Ooty trip after all. I parked the car to the side, looked up at the mountains I couldn't reach, and took some time to click photos. I didn't know where to go next. So I just started driving down again, hoping to find something interesting around Mettupalayam.
In Mettupalayam, the roads are covered with coconut trees, palm trees, and banana trees. That's why there are more monkeys in here. Maybe. You don't need an 4x4 or an all-wheel drive model to do this kind of guards road trip and all. This front-wheel drive setup takes it easily. Right now, I'm enjoying the drive with every corners in the Ghat road. The view is amazing from here. I can see the clouds right up me.
Tried entering a few farms, but nothing worked. The rain had started now, slowly at first and then pouring.
On our way back home, we found this hidden road that leads to nowhere. So we simply followed our heart and guided the car through this. And we left with here and the view which is fully covered by mist. And it suddenly started raining here, so we have to pack the thing and we'll move to the next place.
Eventually, the SD card was full. No more space to shoot anything. So, I stopped at a coffee shop, transferred some files and tried to plan again. From that spot, I could see the Ooty mountains far up. Maybe I couldn't go up today, but still got to see it from below. And that view with the rain, it was enough.
So as we know, SUVs have later on frame rear wheel drive layout. But this SUV uses monocoque chassis and a different suspension than compared to the original SUVs like the Scorpion or the Thor Rocks from the same Mahindra DNA. So that is why this car is comfort on the road and off the road as well. Thanks to the suspension and the monocoque chassis and of course the engine. The temperature is at least 5 to 6 degrees drop from the place I am living in. It's not a sudden shift, but it's quite noticeable. For the full day, I am driving this XUV700 in the roads, the tarmacs, in the ghats, in the slopes, in the slush, in off-road, everything. I didn't feel tired at all. That level of comfort is offered in this car. In almost every Mahindra car, this is the most comfortable car in this segment. Speaking of the driving comfort, the steering plays a major role in it. You didn't feel the steering weight or the car weight itself. The steering is so light and it weighs up nicely on the highways. This electronic steering wheel is a great step up from the older Mahindra XUV500 to the 700 models. I can use this steering wheel all day, all long without any tire.
While heading back, I noticed a small trail going off the road from the main road. I don't know why, but I just turned the wheel and followed it. That's why I came here, right? Not to follow maps, but just to go. After a short drive, I reached a quiet place with a red soil, a bunch of coconut trees, and no one around. The XUV700 here runs on 17-inch diamond cut alloys with 235/65 tires. Clean in design and rugged enough to take on mixed surfaces. In the ghats, you see them turning with purpose, holding their line tight on those curves. And when the road gets loose, like on the red soil trails or that unexpected gravel path, they kick up tiny clouds of dust but never lose confidence. That's the thing with driving through these places. You don't always need high drama. Sometimes, just watching your own machine carve through the bends or bounce over uneven grounds tell you more about it than any brochure ever could. And that's why I mounted the camera low this time. Not just for the visuals, but to feel connected to how the car reacts, how it moves, how it communicates with the terrain.
The ground clearance of this car is 200 mm, which is unladen. Unladen means the ground clearance is measured without any weights or people sitting inside the car. The ground clearance in practical life may shift to 190 to 200 mm, depends on how many people sitting inside the car or how many luggages you are carrying. So technically it's 200 mm, but practically it's around 190 to 200 mm. Sure, this car doesn't have any ADAS or any luxury features like the electronic seats, the ventilation seats, like so on. But it has the basics rights. The frame, the power, the engine and the manual gearbox. Everything is the basic of the car that has to deliver the comfort and the power we need in the all day long. We didn't use the electronic seats or the ventilation seats throughout the day. But the engine and the gearbox and every other thing is a bare minimum of the car to have the right quality and the comfort. For someone like me who enjoys the driving feel of the car, this AXY variant in the XUV700 is a perfect steal. It's the good SUV that gets the job done with a bit of fun too.
I didn't focus much on the interior features in this video. This one's more about the drive and how the car feels on the road. But if you're interested in a proper deep dive, especially on the AX700 variant of the XUV700, let me know in the comments. I'll try to make that happen soon.
I'm Rajarajan. Comment down below if you have driven the XUV700 or planning to or having questions about it. Let's talk cars the real way. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more driving stories. Catch you on the next one. Bye bye.